This critical Game 6 to try to extend the season. There's no more midstream partners. First for the Houston Rockets, announced by Mike D'Antoni. Russell Westbrook.
You understand that, partner?
I do indeed.
It was rated pretty hard when I was driving to work. I think the lowest number they've had on three-point attempts is 52.
Dort contorts, spins.
He was certainly looking for some kind of seam to get to the basket.
As Westbrook got to the rim, and James Harden. And Westbrook really wasn't too much in. Another offensive rebound for Adams. He had a handful of those, and how about the fit? And a little stutter step to the rim, and somehow
he's able to get a nice little touch. We call that English, folks.
And Covington picks up.
It has been terrific in Dennis Schroeder.
Force pass inside. Gallinari muscles it in.
And that's his toughest shot, and he makes it.
You are absolutely right. And Harden, we've seen a lot of his threes on step backs. Something that you see a lot from Harden, his house, everybody, but turns it over. That was one of your keys, Mike. Tucker catches, launches, and connects. By Houston. Adams outside. Gallinari had a tough one go down, and he sees threes.
And that's playing that riverboat gambler part of the game, having a short memory.
And Harden quickly back the other way. And we'll take another timeout as Adams took an elbow to the ribs. So we'll step aside.
And, you know, a lot of guys have been tossed in this series for plays like that.
And all of a sudden,
hoping that's something they certainly clean up. Or at least balance out, get that rebound. Long shot, long rebound.
Paul goes right by his former teammate.
Go on a nice little run yourself to put yourself up by a stick man.
As Schroeder probing, got to his spot, and he...
Nice little 6-0 run. Give yourself a little three-point cushion here as it's tied up.
Tough fadeaway shot as Westbrook looking for some open floor space, and he gets to the rim.
Certainly a strong point of his.
SGA sees some daylight. So many good games, so many good series, including this one, as it is Covington releasing out.
Dime from Shea.
And so the Thunder go back on top as Westbrook, right on him, having to dig into his bench a little deeper. Now Gordon driving, floats, and got it up over.
I like that you're making him work. I mean, he's got to work that hard just to get 2 points. As Chris Paul works. Seeding games, Billy Donovan decided, what? I need to figure out how to get him into the rotation.
Westbrook blows right by. It's been Westbrook here in this Game 6. As Ferguson, Donovan, so reliable off the bench. Another block inside. Schroeder, and he just blew. As this Rockets defense a little off balance, and it sets up Adams down low. Who scored? Good action on the offensive end. Tucker, a transition corner three, and he's got himself another one. Part of that.
And, you know, he does so many wonderful things on the floor. Shea lines up a 3-ball and gets the ball.
Excellent with the rotations. Nothing for the Rockets coming easily. That's a rare open. Continues to tee it up from downtown to no avail. As Harden
during this NBA restart, we've seen a glimpse into the bright future ahead of Darius as he develops in this league.
Example that is set on the young guys. So one of the reasons why Darius Bazley was there. Going back to that last play, that three.
Oh, and with Bazley,
is that the Thunder are operating on the offensive end. SGA again, nice blow by, left hand scoops it, little out of his range. House one-on-one with Schroeder and
gets the Rockets in those fast break situations.
Gallinari, tough fadeaway. Doesn't that the Thunder would get a bucket. Houston would come right back down and take a quick shot, and Gallinari is starting to
ball alive. Gave Schroeder another attempt at a three-point shot.
Harden somehow. Those bows were getting above the chest too. Harden here spins.
Had the 60-point mark in the first 5 games.
Schroeder trying to get a full head of steam, floats it up and in. So the Rockets move quickly. Gordon off balance three, good if it goes.
At the end of the first half.
Heels clear. And Eric Gordon with his Dort is 0 for 2 from downtown in this one. Westbrook transition three, and he gets one. And Adams just casually sent that one down. Westbrook, and quickly there's a that foul, prevent the fast break, but back to back.
Well, what's happened is when the ball freezes like.
Instead, sends it over to the corner. Harden got by Adams, and boy, he is Gallinari. Great ball movement to Dort. Hangs and
Back-to-back turnovers now.
that time it was Gordon. Gallinari trying to get the Thunder a little closer and does. Still in it. She needed time when the Rockets had built their biggest lead. 21% of a tough shooting in Game 5. Covington still. SGA outside. Gallinari catch fire three. That is good. Gallinari again got the flyby. Three on the way is good. Harden has been quiet thus far in the second half. A lot of steps there. Still got defensively. Well, you knew that he just was not going to be quiet. He just free throws. Look at Gallinari. That might be the easiest shot he's had all series. Harden passes up the three, sets it up for House, who had a watch.
And that third rotation just wasn't there.
Paul thought he got bumped.
Sometimes you may put air in that whistle.
Such good back and forth basketball here, and Paul give. Coaching staff, Chris Paul continues to encourage him to shoot. You know, James Harden's going to keep shooting, and he's got
that alone. And that's 4 fouls right there on Shea as well.
And Harden again, 0.6.
Just try to get a bucket. Going to the basket, make something happen. That's a tough.
More than just a catch shooter like he was. And right there on cue, it's time he gets in TO of this third. And there's the drive and dish. And that's an in-rhythm three. Size up Green. Beautiful pass down low. Paisley back outside. Dort trying to make it 2 in a row and done.
And certainly his teammates believe in him.
Green strokes of laps on Westbrook down on the baseline.
Yeah, and he had picked up his dribble.
Schroeder quickly bench for the Rockets. So the Thunder trying to tilt this game. And Paul with the step back. Those coming in the third. Paul sees to Dort. And now Chris Paul early in the fourth, dancing and scoring. 4 feet behind the tape. Westbrook trying to get by Dort. Got to the rim. As that Thunder defense was backpedaling. It's a lot of determination there from Russell Westbrook.
Came back after being out for the first 4 with that quad injury.
And Paisley. Tucker up top to Covington. Slices down low and scores.
15 points. And that's Westbrook.
Paisley over to an open shooter. It's Paul who got the three. Gordon catches, shoots. Can't get the bounce. Offensive rebound. Covington banks it in. That's a chances there. Gordon, the drive, the kick. Tucker squares up and connect.
You know, you got to find a way to get that back.
Just enough of a grimace as Covington gets enough. As Gordon driving, slicing to the rim.
Get to the free throw line, and you're scoring buckets. That's the de facto. That's just a tough shot.
For the remainder of this one. No more fouls to give. As Paul steps into the three and knocks it. Its lead in half with a huge trip. 7 left. Chris Paul eyes that 3 ball in this fourth quarter. Covington all over Paul, trying to tie it up on that tough step back jumper. Here in critical crunch time of the fourth quarter. Gordon. The Thunder at a 2-on-1. Westbrook down the lane. He gets it. Thunder at a 2-on-1. Schroeder knifing his way to the. And they try to foul Gallinari. Precious time coming off the clock. 3.6 consecutive made free throws in the bubble. 54 overall. And this one to seal it. And he does. And it's off back iron. And we are headed to a 7th game in this. A huge late showing as we are going to a game 7 on Wednesday.